Hello YouTube, this is Giomde coming to you. Gonna be a quick video, just gonna make my predictions, and pretty much that's it. Um, Tomorrow's games, we have the Cowboys going into the Packers. The number 3 ranked Cowboys going to the number 2 ranked Packers in Lambeau Field. And the second game of the doubleheader, we have the Colts going to the Broncos. Pair of horses there. That one is at 1:40 on CBS, and the first game is at 10:05 on Fox. Check your local listings just in case. Both of these teams are pretty evenly matched. You have the Cowboys, that is the road team, 8-0 on the road this year, versus the Packers, the home team, 8-0 at home. The most staggering stat that I've seen, though, Aaron Rodgers is a perfect 25 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. 25 touchdowns, 0 interceptions this season at home. I can't fathom that. Tony Romo, to his credit, 20 touchdowns, 1 interception on the road. The quarterback play is going to be huge, but what will tell a story is going to be how well the Green Bay defense prepares and can stop the Cowboy run game. The Packer defense is ranked 23rd overall against the run. They allowed an average of 120 yards per game, 4.3 yards per carry. Can they hold the best running team in the NFL? Only tomorrow's game will tell. But I will say this: the Cowboys' road record being 8-0, they only have one notable win. That's Seattle. It's a very huge team, but Seattle is also having a rough time that week, or in that stretch of 4 weeks. The Packers at home, two notable wins. They beat the Patriots and they beat the Lions. Handily, by the way. Games were close, but it wasn't. Although it wasn't like a nail biter. These were pretty solid victories for the Packers. Packers are favored by 6.5. Aaron Rodgers surprisingly is only 5-4 in the playoffs. Two of those losses did come to the 49ers, so if you take those two losses off, very great 49er team, by the way. Then he's 5-2, but you can't do that. I'm going with the Packers in this one, even though I said all the stats against them, but them not stopping the run. I think Aaron Rodgers will throw for 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and they'll win 34-28. I think the Cowboys will fight, lose by 6 points, and Tony Romo will throw for 3 touchdowns, 325 in the air, and yeah. So, anyways, final score 34-28. Packers win that one. Let's go to the second game. We have Andrew Luck facing the former Colts quarterback, Peyton Manning. These two teams have never met, or since Peyton took over for the Broncos, these two teams have never met in the playoffs. They met earlier this year. I believe it was a Week 1 matchup, and the Broncos won. They took an early lead, were pretty much dominating the game, and the Colts crept back in, but they didn't have enough to finish the win, the come from behind win. So they lost by a touchdown. This game is Sunday, 1:40 on CBS. Just a reminder. Broncos are favored by a touchdown, and I think that they'll win by 10. My prediction is 31-21. Let's look at the quarterbacks. If you think the first matchup, the earlier matchup, is about the quarterbacks, this matchup is all about the quarterbacks. You have Andrew Luck, who is 2-2 in the playoffs, but 0-2 on the road. It's almost night and day how he plays at home and on the road in the playoffs. Here are his interesting numbers: 2 touchdowns and 5 interceptions on the road in the playoffs. and he barely completed over 50% of his passes. That's not the Andrew Luck that we know, that we've seen just thrive in the college game and in the pros. Um, he's he hasn't got that monkey over his back yet, and I don't think he will this season. Next season may tell a different story, but I feel that the Broncos will win. Peyton Manning, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions as a Broncos quarterback at home in the playoffs. Um, he also averages 300 yards and a QB rating of just over 100. So all in all, I think the matchup favors them, and I think they'll cover the spread. Um, Again, the win 31-21. Packers 34-28, 6 points, which is not covering the spread. Spread is 6.5. Um, Aaron Rodgers will have a full day. I think Peyton Manning will have a successful day. Again, throw for 310, um, maybe 2 touchdowns, maybe 2 touchdowns, and the running game will score one. Anyways, this is Giombo signing off. Sorry for such a short and late video, but we'll see you guys next week. I'll be recapping the playoffs first, and then I'll be making my predictions on the AFC and NFC championship game. I can't wait. All right, everyone, as I say, keep it G.